Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Buccaneers coming in at 3-10, going up against the Eagles, who come in at 4-9.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Following the interception, Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now Jameis on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Foreman. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Foreman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. Muscles him off. Through and great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Marshall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Jameis to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. It's a foot race past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The first down throw for Winston. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. From the gun, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the...
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Kendall Beckwith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it, baby.
Now a man who began his career as a Buck. This is LeGarrette Blount. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. There he goes left side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And here's Marshall. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Working out of the gun, Winston. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting, back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll come out in the pistol. Wentz going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Deion Bush with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Winston. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for, and now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a second down throw for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game, do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
I think some guys look at it and say, let's go. Be aggressive. Be bold. Let's get it downfield right now. Other guys will look at it and say, you know something? I think we're in a position to get 3 points if we don't make any big mistakes. Run our offense, get in that spot, and see if you get the 3, and hopefully maybe even more.
Either way, I bet they're happy to have options. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. He finds some open field here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch.
And hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Ready? 125. Wait. Let's see it.
Following the interception, Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Second down, Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go now. Easy.
Throwing, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Noah Spence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Flip, ready, blue light. Ready, blue
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready, blue light.
Winston now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pulled in at the 24. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Wentz now on 1st down. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Deion Bush with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ready.
This is Marshall. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run with Marshall. And it's a fumble. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And now running right through it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, here's Blunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Wentz on the bootleg. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the stick.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. LeGarrette Blount with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running backs. Room here to run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love create like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Now they try the right side here. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Winston. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Ready. Watch for the foul. Everyone's got four.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Ready.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bucs, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.